Time's now 4:44. Let's get over to Peyton, who's watching some weather we all need to be aware of today. Hey, Peyton.
Hey, yeah, we do have our tornado watch, and remember, a watch just means we're keeping an eye on things. Nothing too crazy is happening right now. That's through 11 a.m. So from now until later this morning, closer to lunchtime, we do need to stay weather aware. That doesn't mean everyone's going to see crazy weather. It doesn't work that way, but there is a chance, especially north of the lake. That's where we have our highest threat for severe weather this morning, and you notice that's where we have our level 3. Now, as you get south of the lake, we're less confident that we're actually going to see many storms here south of the lake, so the threat level is a little bit lower. If you do see a storm, could see some damaging winds and maybe even 1 or 2 isolated tornadoes. So that's what we're going to be watching as we go through today. Live radar showing we are tracking at least a few thunderstorms. There's one in northern Harrison County, but more so this one that's moving through Washington Parish right now. It is a strong storm. Nothing too crazy with it right now, but it is probably producing some small hail in it. Of course, heavy rainfall, some lightning and thunder. For the most part, that's going to miss Franklinton. It's heading up kind of towards the Sheridan area, which is right there. Pine is sitting there, so that's going to slide up through Washington, and we're keeping an eye on it. We are under tornado watch right now, but that is certainly our strongest storm in our region as we speak. Now, we're not done yet. We're kind of watching two things. We're watching these isolated storms this morning, but later this morning and through the early afternoon, we're going to be watching this line of storms that's heading generally in our direction. But notice, if you kind of just extrapolate where this is headed, most of this is going to stay north of us, but we'll see this tail end move into our area, and that's why, for the most part, this is probably going to stay on the north shore, but parts of the south shore could see some of those storms as that line moves in. So this is our model, just kind of painting the picture for you. Take it with a grain of salt, but it's doing an okay job. Notice a few isolated storms over the next several hours, especially north of the lake and over the lake. As we get closer to 9 a.m., that's when we could start to see that line approach parts of the North Shore. And then from 10 a.m. going to around noon, that's when the North Shore could see the worst of that squall line moving on through. But watch. As that line moves on through, notice this tail end kind of dissipates and misses a big chunk of the bayou parishes, river parishes, and South Shore. So here on the South Shore, I have our rain chances quite a bit lower than what they are on the North Shore. I have it as a 100% chance on the North Shore, but as you get over the lake and south of the lake, we drop to around 60% chance, and then down towards Houma, Thibodaux, maybe a 20 to 40% chance. So I'm a little less confident that we're going to see rain down in this area compared to up here. That's why the severe weather threat is higher up here later this morning. The flooding threat overall is pretty low, but we could see some downpours that could lead to isolated areas of 2 to 4 inches, mainly on the North Shore. I think on the South Shore, for the most part, our flooding threat's looking a bit lower now, and we'll keep an eye on it. As I mentioned, every single location, whether you're on the coast or the North Shore, you're under a tornado watch right now. The conditions are there for storms to rotate, but if there's no storms around you, then you don't have anything to worry about. The highest chance of seeing those storms are going to be on the North Shore, but we'll still keep an eye on things here on the South Shore. And for the most part, I think morning commutes are going to be okay here in the metro. We'll keep an eye on things on the North Shore, though. There's your 7-day forecast. We got a warm day tomorrow, and then a cool front moves in, and that cools us down, but keeps us sunny through the weekend.